All right, Gemini. The overall love energy for you, between you and this person that you were thinking about and or dealing with, is the Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Three of Cups. Starting off with the Ace of Pentacles could be connecting with an earth sign, but this right here lets me know that something with someone that's going very, very well might have recently taken a standstill and or is going to take a standstill, okay? It's going to come to a halt, all right? Or you were dealing with someone where things were going great and you thought that everything was wonderful, and then all of a sudden they got bored and kind of walked out of the situation, kind of started being someone you didn't expect them to be, all right? We have the Four of Cups and the Three of Cups. So the Four of Cups lets me know that this person either got bored of the situation and decided to play around with other people without actually discussing that with you, without letting you know. And they kind of kept you around and they weren't quite honest with you about it. Remember, this can't be vice versa. So you could have done this to somebody else, okay? But definitely someone who just decided to, at the beginning, see you as a good thing with the Ace of Pentacles, somebody that they could actually pour into, but then they decided not to actually drink from the cup. You know what I mean? Like, not fully commit, not put both feet into the pond. They decided to instead go play around or mess around, okay? Your energy towards this person in the situation is the Seven of Swords, which is air energy, okay? And the Six of Pentacles. So this is... your energy towards them is like deception, mixed messages. And what I mean by that is you probably got to a point where you felt cheated, where you felt betrayed, but yet you continue to give to the situation with the Six of Pentacles, okay? You continue to pour into it, probably hoping to kind of get back to this Ace of Pentacles energy, all right? No, this is still you. Okay, so your energy continuation is the Three of Wands and the Queen of Swords. So if you're not in contact with this person, you did decide to, at a certain point, to turn your back. Could be connecting with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, or a fellow air sign with the Queen of Swords. You decided to cut this person off, okay, because you just felt like, look, it's just not worth my time anymore. I need to cut this person off. I need to walk away, or allow them to kind of just go do what they're going to do if they're not going to give me what I deserve. Their feeling towards you is the Wheel of Fortune and the Devil card. I already don't like this energy. But their energy towards you is just whatever is whatever. Like, whatever happens, happens. And they feel as if they have this hold on you, Gemini. Like, they can just come around whenever they want to come around and you'll fall at their feet. Because there's this... you know when like somebody who's kind of like a ghoster, they ghost. When that person decides to come back around, you kind of jump at the opportunity to spend time with them because you just don't know when you'll get it again. That's how this person feels towards you. They're like, I can have them whenever I want because when I come back around, they'll be all mine, because they can't help but be all mine because I have them at my fingertips. But at the same time, this person knows that they can just toy with you. They know that, you know, when things are good again, it's going to go bad again. And they can come in and have a good time, and they can walk out and it'll be fine, okay? We have the Moon card. So they are leaving a lot of emotions and a lot of secrets underneath the surface, and they're not being honest with you. The Oracle card that you got for your overall love energy is mixed messages, deception, and love games. All right. So someone here isn't being honest. Someone here is not being honest. So we're definitely going to look into that. All right. I'm going to actually leave this spread looking into how they feel about you. How does this person feel towards you? All right. The Death card, the Knight of Swords, and the Page of Swords. So this is someone who... they want to let you go. This is someone who wants to walk away. Like, they don't have any committed energy here. They don't feel like they want to commit to this, even if things were great in the beginning. Could be connecting with the Scorpio. We have Pisces energy, Capricorn energy as well. Okay, the Knight of Swords in reverse, this person, they just don't even want to come in anymore. You know, the Knight of Swords is a very fast moving energy, and their energy is completely stopped from even wanting to be in the situation at all, at least in a committed sense. We have the Page of Swords. So this lets me know that they do talk about you and they kind of gossip about you. And I'm not sure if it's in the best light, but you are like someone who's definitely comes up in conversation. All right. Okay. The King of Cups. Why the Page of Swords? Why do they feel that way? Why? The Queen of Cups. This is interesting. And then the High Priestess. I feel like this might be somebody who just has a really hard time dealing with their emotions. And although like in the beginning they had really strong emotions for you, I feel like they need to work on themselves. And I feel as though you might honestly be someone who they could see themselves working on themselves for. Because we have the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. So they do want to like fix their habits and their mentalities and just how they go about approaching situations. But they have done it so badly in the past. And I think that they do want to change their ways in some capacity. And that might be, if you're in a no contact situation, that might be why they're not talking to you right now, because this person could be talking about you to other people in order to figure out how to stop doing whatever they're doing, how to get out of this cycle, this destructive cycle that they haven't just done with you, but have done with other people as well. So if you felt like you were the cause of them getting bored with you or walking away or not being honest or playing these love games or being deceptive, don't feel that way, because this is someone who's been doing this over and over and over again with other people. And they're to a point where their feelings are strong enough to want to make change happen. So if they're not around right now with the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck, that's Virgo energy, it could be because they're trying to figure out how to change their habits. You know, we are still going through a pandemic right now, and a lot of people are reflecting on their past actions. And this is one of those people that I feel as though they are doing that right now. Okay. But we're going to look a little bit deeper and see if that is actually the reality of the situation. All right. Well, how do you feel towards this person, Gemini? How do you feel? The Page of Cups. So you still have some sort of love towards this person, but it's very minute. Like it's an innocent kind of love. And I don't think it's very, very strong. Like it doesn't have much to stand on anymore. Yeah, the Five of Cups. You still feel a strong soul tie to this person with the Lovers, but we have the Five of Cups. So you're kind of, in a way, mourning either the loss of this person or just the amount of energy and time and effort you put into the situation with someone who was basically playing you or playing the field. And that, you know, was really, really discouraging. Okay. So you do feel just a little bit of regret, but just a sense of loss, like you lost something here. You didn't really come out on top, and you still kind of feel swords in your heart, which, you know, we have the Three of Cups, the Three of Swords. This makes me feel like this was a love triangle situation, and they might not have chose you at the end of the day, Gemini. All right. Why is there no communication from you if you're in a no contact situation? Why is there no communication from you? The Justice. You're not talking to them because you're kind of waiting for them to right their wrongs. You feel like you have nothing to talk to this person about. If they want to talk to you, they can come talk to you. But you're going to pour into yourself and the people around you that are actually going to love you the way that you want. I love that. Why is there no communication from them? Oh, okay. All right. So this person is kind of getting a plan together, Gemini. They're getting a plan together because they do want closure here, and whether or not that closure actually opens back up to something worthwhile, like if they're able to actually kind of come in and talk to you and then also open back up another chapter with you, they could want that as well. But they're making a plan to come back. They want, whether or not it opens up into something else and like you're able to start over and it turn into something long term, that's beside the point. They're not in communication with you because they don't want to talk to you. That's not why. They want to have closure with you. They want to come back in and they do want something long-term with you. But I feel as though right now they're actually healing themselves. They're figuring out what they need to do in order to get back on the right track, because this feels like a very long, drawn out cycle that they've been doing over and over again for years. And they're trying to figure out how to stop that cycle so that they can have passion and love and something long-term committed and loyal with you. They're done with the games. This person doesn't want to play anymore. As much as that might be hard for you to believe, Gemini, with whoever you were dealing with, they don't want to play these games anymore. I think they just got to a point where it's just not fun anymore to them, and it's time for them to grow up, you know, and at a certain point you have to face your actions and the consequences of those actions. And I think that whatever they did here has weighed on them enough to the point where they do want to make change moving forward. Okay, but let's see, what do they want at the end of the day? What does this person want with Gemini, with you? What do they want with you? The Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles. What did I say? I mean, marriage, like a business together, children, finances, joint finances, love, passion, commitment, loyalty, the end all be all. Absolutely. Absolutely. But they're being patient. They're being very, very patient here and trying to stay humble and realize like they quite possibly hurt you. And they need to be the one to put that work in, but that work starts with themselves first. That work starts inside first, okay? They're definitely reminiscing about this. Really, 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 really hard, okay? What do you want? What do you want? Ooh, way too much. All right. I'm trying to see if I want to take any. We're just going to shuffle again. There was too many cards. But I feel like just from those cards, a preview, I think you want to walk away from the situation, Gemini. I really feel as though you want to walk away and just cut complete ties. Even though you feel a connection to this person still, I think that you're ready to just walk away. Eight of Wands, though. What else do you want? What else do you want? Ooh. All right, we got the King of Wands again. Okay, so those same cards fell out, so we're going to take them. Communication is the first thing you want. I think that a conversation is what you want. So you both want to talk to each other, kind of clear the air here. But at the end of the day, you might want to talk just to feel better about yourself or just to get an understanding of like what was actually going on in the situation. When you talk to someone who's wronged you, it can help. It does help. But I think you're more so ready to kind of cut ties and move on in a different direction. I don't think you want to open this chapter again. At all, Gemini. I think you're ready to kind of take all the passion that you have in your heart and move on, because to you, this situation's done. And to them, they're like, well, maybe I can come back. But you're done with the 10 of Swords and the 3 of Swords. I feel as though you're over it. You're just over it. There's too much pain here for you. And we have the Tower card on the bottom of the deck, which is Aries energy again. And then we have air energy. But they completely rip like there's no foundation to rebuild on. So they'd literally be starting from I don't even see a square one here because of just all the wrong that was done. Trust would have to be rebuilt from the very, very beginning. Okay. Let's see for anyone who's single or just concerned about new love. Any new love coming in for Gemini. New love. This was pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward reading other than the last two that I did. Any new love coming for Gemini? Ooh. One more shuffle. I feel like Gemini, I'm not getting anything. So I do think, honestly, you're more so focused on yourself right now. Yeah, the Strength card. I think you're really focused on yourself right now. If you do connect with anyone, it could be a fire sign because we have the Strength card, which is Leo. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Sun card. But at the same time, we have the 4 of Pentacles. So I think right now you're just focused on building yourself up. Standing in your power, gaining more inner power, and focusing on your coins right now. If you want love, love will be there for you when you're ready. But right now, I think you're just building yourself back up, okay? What was stopping this connection from moving forward with you and this past person? Or current, if you're currently still dealing with him. What was stopping this connection from moving forward? The 7 of Pentacles. So this person just didn't feel like they were good enough. And to be honest with you, I feel like players a lot of times, they have this, if this was a player, because this is what it feels like, but you can call it how you see it. They don't feel good enough. Like they don't feel good enough for love. So they feel this need to like reject it because of that feeling of lack within themselves. Like they just don't feel worthy enough, good enough. So because of that, they treat other people that exact same way. And that's what was causing this. That's really what was causing this connection from moving forward was their inner problems, their inner turmoil. Okay, what's the most likely outcome between you and them? The Emperor. Yeah, I see you staying single, Gemini. I kind of see you like putting your foot down and staying single. At the same time, though, for some of you, if you do allow this person back in, you're going to be really, really strict with them. You're kind of going to make them put in all the work, and you're kind of going to sit there and watch them as they work for your trust and to build that foundation again. But for a lot of you, you're gonna get into that boss energy and you build yourself back up and stay single and just grow your own garden. Okay, and wait for someone who wants to grow with you the first time. All right, that's all I have for my Gemini fam. Make sure to smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to our soul family, and talk to me down in the comments because I love hearing from you. All right, we also have the 8 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So most likely outcome is, like I said, you walking away, staying single, building yourself back up. All right, absolutely. Love, love, love that. Okay, thank you so much again for watching. I love you. Stay safe, balanced, and healthy. And as always, I will see you in the next one. All right, bye-bye.